DIY projects are a great way to save money, learn new skills, and become more well-rounded. And so why do so many of us avoid them? Well, the answer for most has to do with a misunderstanding of how valuable this time can be, even if DIY projects can be a little time. Sue me. Working with your hands, problem solving, and leading a project are all valuable skills for the real world, especially if you are at all interested in finance, and so spending a little bit of your day working around the house can actually have long-lasting benefits. So join us today while we discuss the real benefits of DIY projects and home repairs. Number 1. You learn a new skill. Learning is something that we sort of miss out on as we get older and no longer need to retain information for school. That's honestly a shame, though, as learning can have a tremendous effect on your brain and can help improve things like memory and information retention too. Besides all that though, learning a new skill also helps make you into a more well-rounded individual and gives you another tool to add to your tool belt. Pushing yourself to explore the unknown, especially when you don't really need to, is a good way to remain curious and to keep your mind engaged. As we get older, we tend to fall into routines pretty hard, and this can leave us feeling bored and a little apathetic towards the things going on around us. Picking up a hammer and going to work around the house may help to remedy this common issue. Number 2, you trade money for time. Your time is valuable, of course, but is it really that much more valuable than cold, hard cash? That's a great question, and one that many households have to consider when they are deciding between doing a project themselves or hiring a professional. When you go the route of delegating the task to strangers, you are almost always going to take a hit on the back end financially, and it's really up to you if that's something you're comfortable with. Home repair can be a complicated and lengthy process, but if you're confident that you can stay committed to the project for the long haul, you definitely should consider just getting it done yourself. A year from now, you may not remember the hard work you put in to install new hardwood floors, but you definitely will remember the things you bought with all the money you saved by doing it yourself. Number 3, it's a great way to relieve stress. Most well-paying jobs today are not very hands-on, so to speak. In fact, many jobs today don't even require you to come in at all, and you can do everything from the comfort of your own home. These jobs are nice because they give you a lot of freedom, but studies are showing that these remote jobs don't do a great job of alleviating stress, with people instead choosing to bottle it up and try to turn the other cheek. You can only do this for so long until you start to lose your composure though, and this can lead to mistakes or complications in your work. Many experts suggest that you try and do something physical when you feel this way, and that literally working through the stress can help you deal with issues and move on. DIY projects, then, are the perfect way to unwind after a long day, as long as you approach it with the right mindset. The goal is getting to the point where you don't see the project as a chore or obligation, and instead as an opportunity to do something different. Number 4, it can be a bonding experience with family or even friends. Many of us have memories of helping our father fix the car or handing him tools as he went about fixing the house. These moments are unrehearsed, genuine, and most of all, help form a bond between you two. Doing a home repair can obviously be hard, and any and all help is appreciated. It alleviates stress, can disperse tension, and can honestly just be a good way to pass the day with a friend or family member. It also gives you both the opportunity to talk, listen, or give advice about the project. Collaboration is a huge component to success both personally as well as in business, and it's a good idea to learn the ins and outs of conversation for this reason alone. Number 5, you can even make money off it. We'll get to that in a second. I have a favor to ask of you. If you like this video so far, please subscribe to the channel. The DIY and home repair market are booming these days, with people looking to flip houses and make a quick buck. Television channels boasting about how easy it is to completely renovate your home have also made the urge to do this kind of thing professionally greater than ever. There's a lot of truth to it too, as people have made money off of blogs, YouTube channels, and more. People have a tendency to flock to these kinds of things for either inspiration or just to see how good people can get at a self-formed skill. You can even make money by doing projects for friends or people around town who have been impressed by your skill as a craftsman. Most people don't ever realize it until it's happening, but there's definitely a market for people with a passion for home repair projects. Number 6, it adds equity to your home. Not only can this kind of thing become a hobby in of itself, it can also add a lot of equity value to your home. People who do a lot of home repair jobs around the house usually add thousands to their home value. And if you're smart about it, you can even implement trendy additions into your home to make them more desirable as well. Realtors absolutely love people who are actively improving their home over the years, as it makes their job a lot easier and they are able to pull in even more money for their client. Remember to play things smart though, and wait for the value of your home to be where you think it should be. You would be absolutely shocked how many people put their house up on the market during tough times only to be confused when they aren't getting the offers they expected. You put in all this work over the years and personally improved the home by thousands of dollars. You deserve to get every penny back when it's time to move on. Number 7, you earn respect. It might seem crazy, but there are a lot of people scared to death of die projects. These people will call a professional the second something goes wrong. And honestly, good for them. Die projects can go wrong a whole bunch of ways, which is why having good problem-solving skills is so important for this kind of thing. People with less confidence will admire and maybe be a little jealous of your hands-on, no-nonsense approach to home repair, and it's definitely going to turn a few heads. If you're someone who wants to be respected in the neighborhood, then doing things your way and on your terms is definitely the way to do it. Number 8, you discover talents you may have never realized. A cool thing about hands-on work is that you get to have new experiences basically every day. Whether it's painting, molding, or solving real-life puzzles, you are always going to be up for an adventure. Doing these tasks can seem like nothing more than busy work on the surface, but it can actually be very helpful to you if you utilize your time well. You can discover talents like painting, sculpting, or other art forms that you may have never even bothered to try before. And this can be really exciting. Human beings are naturally skilled at a number of things, and it can take us decades to discover them all. Maybe you found yet another hobby through your home repair projects, or maybe you just discovered the things you like and dislike through doing them. Either way, there's a lot of potential for personal growth when you take on a home improvement project. Number 9, you make your house your own. When does a house become a home? The question has floated around for generations, with everyone seemingly having their own unique answer. The honest truth, though, is that the house you buy is really never yours until you put your fingerprint on it. Maybe decorating it in the way you like is enough, but unless the home you bought came perfect already, you may not feel like the house is yours until you start putting a hammer to it. Unlike customizing your car, changing up the look of your house can be done entirely by you and usually isn't all that expensive. Making your house into a home can be huge for your life, as you are providing your family a safe place to return to and a place to make a lifelong memory. Instead of just accepting the house as is, why not try and make it into the dream home that you always wanted instead? Number 10, you disconnect from devices. Psychologically speaking, the biggest benefit of doing it homework is probably the ability to disconnect from devices. Mental health experts have speculated for years that human beings don't do well when they feel connected all the time to work, school, or their social groups. People want to step away for a bit, but it can be hard when your whole social world can fit into your pocket. That's why stepping away from the online world for a little while and working with your hands can actually have a really positive impact on your life. It also helps to get you out of that relaxing mode we tend to immediately hop into when we come home from work. Your job may pay well, but it probably isn't the most nurturing or educational thing in the world. And so you are going to want to fix that somehow. Getting down and dirty with some home repairs is a really good way for you to just step away and collect yourself for a moment, and that can make all the difference. But the journey doesn't end here. If you're ready to start improving your financial well-being, take action now. Check the first link in the description for our Frugal Living ebook. It's never too late to start making smart financial decisions.